Hi guys, today we're going to read a book called Apple Trouble. And it was originally titled Ouch, but they changed it to Apple Trouble, so that's an interesting fact. And it was written by Rakito Scammell and Michael Terry. Hedgehog had just finished building her winter nest under the old apple tree. Not too large and not too small, just right for a nice long winter sleep. Suddenly a juicy red apple landed on her back. "Ouch!" squealed Hedgehog. Plop! She curled into a shiny ball, hoping it would fall off, but when she uncurled, the juicy red apple was still there. Hedgehog tried to squeeze herself and the apple into the beautiful new nest, but could she get in? No, she could not. Not with the apple on her back, and the nest was too small. Oh dear. Squirrel, scurrying past with an armful of brown nuts, stopped to help. "Stand still, I'll push the apple off," he said, and he pushed and he struggled and he heaved and he tugged. So that apple is really stuck on Hedgehog's quills. That's the pointy part of the hedgehog's back. But the juicy red apple stayed where it was. Worse still, 3 of Squirrel's brown nuts got caught in Hedgehog's spines. So now she had a juicy red apple and 3 brown nuts on her back. "Oh dear," wailed Hedgehog. "Winter's coming and I can't get into my nest. What will I do?" "Try rolling on your back," snorted Pig, trotting up. "That'll get it off." Do you think that's going to work? Let's see. Hedgehog threw herself on the ground. Her little legs paddled in the air as she twisted and wriggled and rolled. "Has it all gone?" she asked hopefully, scrabbling to her feet. Pig shook his head. No, the juicy red apple and the 3 brown nuts were still there. So were a small green pear and a crumpled brown leaf. "Oh dear," sighed Hedgehog, rolling her eyes. But up in the sky, sailing toward Hedgehog, she saw a colorful piece of paper. "Oh no," she cried, "this way and that." She ran as fast as she could. This way and that drifted the paper, and landed right on her back, between the apple and the 3 brown nuts. "It's not fair," cried Hedgehog, who had a juicy red apple, 3 brown nuts, a small green pear, and a crumpled brown leaf, and a colorful piece of paper on her back. "I'll never get into my nest." Hedgehog pattered to the pond, and gazed at her reflection in the water. "Hello, Hedgehog. That's a lot of stuff on your back," croaked Frog. I'm trying to get rid of it," sniffled Hedgehog. "Dive," said Frog. "That'll wash it off." Hedgehog dipped a foot in the murky water and dived. Do you think that's gonna work? She's tried all kinds of things now. Splash! Her friends watched Hedgehog bobbing up and down. The juicy red apple and the 3 brown nuts and the small green pear and the crumpled brown leaf and the colorful piece of paper were all still there. So was a pink water lily. "Glug, glug, glug," gurgled Hedgehog as the others heaved her out of the water. She did look funny. But Hedgehog did not find it funny. "Stop laughing," she spluttered, and stamped her feet on the ground. "Where am I going to sleep?" Pig and Squirrel looked worried. So did Frog. "I have one last idea," oinked Pig. "Squeeze through that hedge over there. That'll brush everything off." So Hedgehog closed her eyes and squeezed herself through the thick leaves. But did it get everything off her back? What do you think? No, it did not. It was all still there. So were 4 ripe blackberries, and there, staring at her with a look of great surprise, stood Goat. "Oh," said Goat, "you've brought lunch. Help yourself," said Hedgehog. "Take it all." "Yippee!" brayed Goat, and then he picked off and ate the juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the pink water lily, and the 4 ripe blackberries. For dessert he ate the paper. The only thing he left was the crumpled brown leaf. He just couldn't eat any more. "Hooray!" cried Hedgehog. She felt as light as a feather. "Thank you, Goat," she said, and she ran as fast as her little legs could carry her through the gate, past the pond, across the orchard, under the tree, and home to her nest. That was so kind of Goat to help her out. Hedgehog squeezed into her little nest, and it fitted her perfectly. And it was the best nest ever. Outside, a cold wind blew another apple off the tree. But it didn't fall on Hedgehog. She was safe in her nest, fast, fast asleep. The end. So it all worked out for Hedgehog in the end, but sometimes you just have to ask a friend for help. All right, hope you enjoyed the story.